Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, President.
How are you?
Fine, and you?
So we are almost on the time, but we still have a few number of participants. So I don't know what is going on.
Yes, sir. For me,
Yeah, only 7.
It's the morning now.
Charles, what is going on with your network?
Good evening, Mr. President. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Fine. How is Kigali?
Yeah, Kigali is very hot now.
Ah, here it's very, very cold.
Yeah, it's very hot.
Yeah, for 2 days we've been having very bad weather.
Okay.
Today it looks like people are a bit late in checking in.
Yeah, they're a bit late. So I was thinking that now they are familiar with the system so that they can connect very quickly.
But I think
maybe
if we get to about 10, 12, we just start, then they can catch up.
Yes, yes, I think so.
That's true.
Tharcisse, are you there?
I'm ready, it's no problem for me.
Okay, but I think maybe we can start. So Ada will catch up when they're coming. So in order to maximize our time and not to be very long and surpass our time. So first of all, I would like to thank you again for this third session. Thank you, Tharcisse, for doing this. It is a good contribution to the development of our zone. And thank you also for participants. Before we start, I would like to send you the gratitude of Madame Bushra. We have discussed it today, asking me to thank you, Charles Tharcisse, for doing this. And she's intending to spread this kind of session to her CAVB territory. And I think with the outcome of this one, it will be a boost which will allow other zones also to benefit from such training. That is how Madame Bushra taught me to send you his gratitude and the gratitude to the whole participant on this session. So thank you very much. And I think now we can start our third session. Thank you.
Thank you, President.
Yeah. Sorry, I think Tharcisse have experienced some problems. Okay, he's back, huh? Go ahead, Tharcisse. Tharcisse, we are not hearing you. There's a problem. If you are mute your microphone, please. Tharcisse, are you there?
Yes, I am. I hear him well, and I see you, and I hear him. I can hear him very well, Mr. President.
Can you hear? I hear you, but I'm not hearing Tharcisse.
Yeah, I don't see any text.
Others are hearing Tharcisse. Levia, Shaba, you are disturbing us. It's like we're in a market.
You see me? Nibaza ko usharingira ntutse yuha ko n'ubu ntibibwira
Yeah, we are hearing you.
biriko biraza
We are hearing you now.
yes now it is we try to
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
start. Nayuguruye.
Did they share something? There is no shared document.
I asked Claude to start the document I sent him. No problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, can proceed.
Okay. Claude, uguru yok document you are. Okay. Good. Now I can start. You managing my presentation?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
You can see it now.
Excuse me for the technical problem. Now we have session 3. Now session 3 it is about design project through IOC and FIVB Federation Volleyball, International Federation Volleyball Sport Development Program. And for today, we have athlete and sport development, capacity, not club, Yes, yeah. Athlete and sport development, capacity development and administration, Olympic values, strategic plan of an Olympic sport organization. Next. Development of national sport system for topic 1 and the youth development program, continental athletes program, university games program. This is a new program. Next. Yeah, it is example, the photos. We have many photos and you can see volleyball. Handball and judo. Next. Next, please. The first program development of national sports system. What is the objective for this program? Enable the National Olympic Committee to develop and strengthen the global local of national sports system by putting in place a medium or a long-term action plan for one more sport on the Olympic program. In principle, Olympic solidarity will support one project by year and for one NOC. We have one project. For example, for quadrennial plan, we have four projects. Next. Description for this program, it's open to all NOCs. However, priority will be given to the NOC who has passing sports sector and training system are weak, but have significance and potential for development. To give them opportunity to improve and strengthen the local of national sports system and coaching structure is very important. Next. It is for 3 or 6 months activities. Provide for the training of local coaches of people, and we ask that one coach from the international sport, international federation, volleyball federation, can come in your country, and it is necessary, including training for trainees, referees, judges, and as not administrators. It's very important. But if you have money, you can propose activities for 6 months. If necessary, improve training programs for elite sport. You can also put this activity in your project, Sport for All project or school project. You can also have activities for identify talent, young athletes, and topic for against doping, and sports betting. Next. NOC invite the coaches who benefit from an Olympic Solidarity Scholarship to be part of the project. And it's very important to have the high coaches, the level coaches, for example, level 2. And it is very important to work with the National Olympic Committee, and also some commission of your commission, technical commission, your technical commission. Next. Now we have another program. It is a new program, a youth development program. to assist the NOC in identifying and preparing athletes for the participation of the youth Olympic Games. Yeah, you can see 3 photos. Next. What Young Olympic Games program? What is Olympic Solidarity offers a young talent identification program. It's the first program. A youth qualification program, and also grant and subsidy to qualify athletes if you have the good athletes. Next. Allocation of funds. Funding is allocated to activities related to identification of athletes, for example, competition. In the preparation of athletes, training, participation in the qualification, in competition for qualification. And in the program preparation of the qualified athletes and participation in the games. We have 3 activities, please. Not the fund, not equipment, only competition, only training, only program of preparation of the qualified athletes and participation in the games. Next. Next, Lord. Youth Olympic Games. Yes, this is the example for this program, for the youth program. You can see Leila Fernandez, US Open tennis finalist 2021. Ahmed Hafanoui, gold medal Tokyo 2021 for the games. And Sandro Debutoi, gold medals for the youth of Buenos Aires and Argentina in athletics. It is an example for this program. Next. We have another program, is a Continental Athlete Program. The objective is to offer financial and technical assistance National Olympic Committee to prepare the athletes for match sport games. You see African Games, Rabat, and Lima, Pan American Games. Next. Yeah, the athletes, this program, Continental Athlete Program beneficiaries to the athlete must have the following profile before the inclusion on the program. You have continental ranking, international ranking, but the program is for also the continental elite level. Next. Fees related to the organization of training camps. Is for athletes preparing for continental games and costs of participation in competition that precede the continental game. Not the travel, for example, fees for travels and for travels when you go to the African Games. Not. Next. This example, we have Angel Palaciosi from Ecuador and Benjamin Keegan of Kenya at Morocco and Lima Games. Pan American Games. Next. We have another program, this is the refugee support program, but our recommendation are to identify in collaboration with your federation, the refugee athlete with the required potential, choose the qualified coach in charge of the athlete training program, collaborate with UN, because we need the legal and administrative documents to enable athletes to travel as refugees. Establish an athlete training and monitoring plan in collaboration with UN. For example, in Kenya, in Rwanda, and Uganda also, we can have this program. We have in this country, we have many refugees. Next, please. And now it is your program, Team Support Grant, and the Olympic Scholarship. Next. Team Sport Grant. The program is for summer and winter games. What is the objective? Is to provide financial support to teams to participate in regional, continental, or competition to try to qualify for the Olympic Games. This is the example. But national teams must have the following profile: a male or female team from a sport registered in the program of the next summer and winter Olympic Games. For example, Paris 2024 Games, continental and international level team, and when you send a project, you send also copy to your international federation. And you can see if you have the level, athlete level. And about fees, related to organization of training camps, training of the team preparation, the qualified for Olympic Games, also related participation in qualified competition for the Olympic Games. And also fees of coaches. If you have, yeah. Next. Yeah, the photos of teams from Kenya and Nigeria qualified for the Tokyo Olympic Games 2021. Olympic scholarship for athletes, helping elite athletes prepare for the qualified for the Olympic, not Tokyo now, it's Paris now. I think that the program is now starting. And we have many options. We have, I think, 3 options. Training center option, athlete training in global training center network established by Olympic Solidarity. And for option reporting by center of pattern or NOC every 4 months. Very important. And the program is administered by Olympic Solidarity Training Center. This is the first option. Next. We have another option, athlete training in home country or abroad in a center approved by the NOC, reporting by NOCs every 4 months. It is the program for NOC, not the program for the center training. It is program for NOC. This is option 2, and about allocation funds, access to appropriate facilities, a trainer specializing in your sport, for example, beach volley or volleyball, medical scientific assistance, accident and health insurance, accommodation, boarding expenses, pocket money. And we have also money, travel money, fixed amount for travel expenses to participate in qualify. Next. Olympic scholarship for athletes. Termination of an Olympic scholarship is very important. No qualification for the Paris Olympic Games. Decline of technical level for medical reasons. Unethical behavior, for example, doping, discipline. Breach of the athlete agreement for Olympic chart. Yeah. And this is 3 reasons when the contra will stop activity for the athlete assistant. This is an example for this program. Check Tharcisse and Gabi from Ivory Coast. The program for Rio Games. Next. And now for Tokyo 2021, we have a good result because Yilmaz Rojas of Venezuela got medals, and Higgy Diaz and Foraduf, Philippines, and Fernando. This is an example for this program. Next. It is a new program in University Games program, and we can discuss. And the preparation of the athlete and the participation in continental and international competition of your national federation during the period 2021-2024. Not recommendation because this is discussion. Lord, stop and return to the last presentation. Please, Claude. It is about I have problem with Claude. The question is about the preparation of your athletes. You have African Games. For volleyball, we have also World Championship in Moscow and Netherlands, I think. And we have also Youth Olympic Games next year, I think. Nadis. Well, Candy. Now, do we have the presentation, the questions? No, yes, return. Return code. In this. Okay, the question is to know how your program for preparation of athletes, players, your team, women teams, and men teams.
Dear expert, could you please try to share your presentation? That for this time it will work for sure. Try again. Thank you.
I try now, but
Yes, sure.
not have a problem. Okay, can try. Yes, I think. That's okay. You see my presentation?
Yes, because so but you can put it in full.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Here we are. This is University Games discussion and question, preparation of the athlete and the participation in continental and international competition of your national federation during 2021-2024. Moses? Or someone from Rwanda or another countries? Okay, no one. You continue. Recommendation, problems and the recommendation for the sport development program in our countries. This is the problem with this program. Bad selection of athletes. Lack of strategical plan for athlete preparation. Mislocation of fund. And we have also disputes between athletes and the NOC or athlete training centers with the national federation. Cancellation of the scholarship for bad behavior when you have the problem, doping problem. And also then in scientific reports resulting in the blocking of balance and continuity of assistance. This is the problem for this athlete program, development program. And now, what recommendation? Please, I ask you to creation of national youth Olympic teams, continental and elite level is very important. Strengthening of the technical and medical commission of the NOC and of the technical service of the national federation. Appointment of the technical and administrative managers in charge of the program. Establishment of a strategic management plan monitoring and evaluation of the athlete program, compliance with contracts signing between parties. This is my recommendation for this program, youth program, university program, elite program for your teams. Very important. If you have 3 national teams, youth, junior, elite, very important for your national federation. Another topic is alternate program, is technical classes for coaches, Olympic scholarship for coaches, and athlete career transition is a new program. For me, coaches participate in 7 steps of performance construction, financing by the Olympics Federation. And
Sorry,
also,
Tharcisse.
yes, sir.
Sorry, can you go back to the issues, to the previous sheets? Previous one?
This
Problem
one?
and recommendations.
For
Problem and
my,
recommendations.
yes, sir.
Problem and recommendations.
Yes.
So I'd like to be more specific on this because it is what where I raise our problems in our national federation and the other organization. I needed to discuss more about these issues and recommendations so that we can come up with an understanding, common understanding with our people in different national federations. Because when we are talking about bad selection of athletes, for example,
Yeah.
it is better to have some examples, and our coaches who are inside this platform, they can share us their experience about this issue, for example. Because you can find someone, an athlete who have been selected, have been the federation have invested a lot in him or her, but at the end of the time, you find that
Exactly.
she's not delivering as expected, for example. So I need to discuss more about these issues and recommendation. That is my suggestion, instead of passing like this and if we can share some experience from the audience, it will be better.
Yeah, Charlie.
I was also going to request that we go over again that point of bad selection of athletes, because in my view, the problem could go further back than the selection of the athletes, because it starts with the appointment of the selectors. I think one of the places, the first place that most federations start going wrong or could go wrong is appointing the selection panel. If you could please start from further back like that, because like now, for example, if a panel of selectors is partisan, maybe they are looking at, they may be having a lot of allegiance to teams, etc. Or if some of the selectors are not familiar completely with the current form of the players. So could you please kindly move a step back from the appointment of the selectors? Then then you move on. I think that will make things much clearer. Thank you.
I think that should be another problem. It can be added to this. For example, the selection of those who are selecting our athletes. Maybe it is also another issue. Thank you.
Yeah, Cici. Muslim?
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, hi.
Okay. Thank you very much for the presentation. But my first question is: does CAVB have a strategic plan? Then I have realized my national federation does not have a strategic plan, and I would want to assume from a strategic plan that is why we would have an athletic program management. So as we discuss this athletic program management, I was wondering, wouldn't an item that would be a presentation of a strategic plan that can be a guide to the national federation? So I'm wondering, of all the national volleyball federations, which of them are operating based on a strategic plan?
Yes, but don't forget all the others provinces, because if you propose activity selection, we choose Nairobi, Kigali. No, I don't know. I don't understand. We must have a good program for selection, activity selection. It is my opinion. Okay. And the recommendation, no problem for the national teams, youth, senior, and elite, continental level. But it's important to strengthening of the technical and medical commission of your federation. Okay. Now, entourage program is a program for coaches. We have three programs: technical classes for coaches, Olympic scholarship for coaches, athlete, and athlete career transition program. Three programs now. For me, coaches participate in 7 steps of performance construction financed by Olympic solidarity. 7 steps. One, the first step is prospecting. This is very important for you. Prospecting, identification, selection, preparation, training, competition, excellence. Not identification before identification we have prospecting. It's very important. Technical classes for coaches objectives offer training possibilities at different levels for coaches. And you know that in your country you have level 1, level 2. And the program is open to national Olympic committees. But we have some national committees, for example, USA and Canada or France. This is the program is only the program for some Olympic committees. This is the priority, and more technical courses will be had in particular sports. NOC may also organize math sport training for cases on a specific topic, for example, training planning, mental preparation, or physical conditioning. And also, the expert will be appointed by your national federation or the International Council for Coaches Excellence. And for technical cases for coaches, we have 10 cases in quadrennial plan. But additional training cases may be considered depending on the specific needs of the National Olympic Committee. And the NOCs are encouraged to plan their activities on the basis of the strategic plan with concrete objectives for the training and the coaches over the 4-year period, 2021, 2024, for example. This is quadrennial plan. Yeah, it is an example for Olympic scholarship at Montreal Center. And PISAC proposed 2 levels for coaches, classic level and advanced level. The coaches from Africa and Caribbean. For all coaches officially recognized by your national federation and active in their country benefit from countries high level training. But I think the important for this program is the program for coaches, active coaches in their country. Very important. Profile. You must have an Olympic program, for example, beach volley and volleyball is no problem for you. An official coaching qualification, and be active and be able to show proof of the practical experience as a national, regional, or international level coach. And it's for you to undertake to pass on the knowledge to continue to develop the sport in your country. It's very important if you have scholarships from Lausanne or Montreal. We have option 1, sport science training, for example, Montreal PISAC, the International Center of the PISAC. Individual scholarship that allow people to acquire training in the field of sport science. And the contents of the training, duration, evaluation method are determined by the Center of University in agreement with Olympic Solidarity. Coaches will be exposed to certain topic of the Olympic Agenda 2020, such as the protection of clean athletes, fighting against sport, betting, and non-discrimination. This is a new program for the IOC. The many centers with which Olympic solidarity are in Barcelona, Delaware, USA, PISAC, Montreal, Sport Academy, Lausanne, and the University of Physical Education, Budapest, from Hungary. Option 2, sport-specific training. This technical training allows coaches to adapt their knowledge and thus expand their practical experience in a specific sport. For example, beach volley or swimming. This program is very important for you, that we can have exchanges with the program with another federation. Depending on the theoretical and practical experience and needs of the coach, several options. The training organized by your international federation or continental center. I don't know that you have a continental center, if you have Dakar and Sudan for you, I don't know exactly. But in continental, in Africa, we have some centers and, for training coaches. Are provided by the International Federation. For example, tennis. Casablanca, I think we have a continental center for tennis. Option 3, distance training. A few distance trainings were proposed during the previous quadrennial plan. Olympic solidarity will continue to give you many programs of distance training. The program content will be managed by the centers, the attention centers. And the NOC may require financial support for one or more coaches to follow distance training. Please contact your NOC. Very important. You can have this problem. Planning of the coach education program funded by CAVB. Volleyball International Federation and Olympic Solidarity. We have 6 programs of the International Federation of the Volleyball support coaches for technical and technical development of national teams for coaches and online learning. We have also 3 Olympic Solidarity programs, technical courses, National Sport System Development Program, and Olympic Scholarship for Coaches. Training provided by the International Training Centers, thanks to funding from your sponsor and Minister of Sport. Planning of free training programs and competition officials. Volleyball and beach volley referee training offered by CAVB and Volleyball International Federation. The organization of refereeing broadcasts before and on the sidelines of the African Championship and Games. And training of referees and competition officials offered by the organizing committee of the games. And another way, you can have online training in collaboration with your international federation and the international training centers. Entourage program outlet or player career transition. This is a new program. We have 2 photos, only photos, Rwanda and Kenya athletes, and Cameroon player. This is a very good program for the athletes, your athletes. A technical and financial assistance program to support athletes and various stages of their career and help them succeed in their profession reconversion. Very important. Grant offered to athletes to follow a training of his tools and allowing a smooth transition as his sporting career is over. NOC, if you have an athlete commission, it's very good for this program. There's the opportunity to host hands and interactive workshop, and the athlete commission have the money. For example, from the national, the international Olympic Committee, or also the ANOCA, we can have the money for the athlete commission. IOC online education platform to improve the performance of athletes and help them make training and career choices, particularly in the field of sport training, for example, sport marketing, and also sport and society, and why sport and science. Athlete career transition recommendation, please select the beneficiary athlete in collaboration with the federations. Propose appropriate tips of training taking and according their choose and level of learning, and involve the athlete commission in the project. Recommendation. We have results. It's a good program with many programs for the coaches. But we know that the laureate of the centers becomes coaches, technical directors, and also leaders in the organization. Center laureate is teach sport and in sport, the school and the institute, university, for example. And they are responsible for preparing teams and athletes for the Olympic Games and other international competitions. But we have also many programs, because some graduates of training centers give up their activities and find one host elsewhere. The absence of an effective technical structure within the national federation does not allow the development of projects initiated by the coach. Stopping activities initiated by the coach for lack of lack of funding, no money. And the inactivity of stability within the organization interrupts the activities initiated. this is the problem we have. And recommendation. First, identify active coaches in your country. You can propose workshop on the coaching program and development of high-level sport with representative of national federation. And develop a project to strengthen the technical sector of your national federation. This is my recommendation for this program. For your quadrennial plan 2021-2024, associate the coaches project with the following: the International Federation, the Volleyball International Federation and CAVB coaching program. We have many programs. And the Olympic solidarity program, technical classes for coaches, development of national sport system, Olympic solidarity scholarship for coaches, and IF coaches program, sport medicine and protection of being athletes, national classes for sport administrators, and also Olympic education. Discussions and the question. The question is if you have a quadrennial program 2021-2024 for coaches. Charles, we have a planning quadrennial in Kenya. If you hear me. Or Fati, Masaba.
Thank you, our instructor. At this point, maybe I'll just thank you because I got into this session a bit late. I am unfortunately not in Uganda now. Okay, let me start my video. I hope I can be heard and seen. But I'll share my commentary maybe in email or as we proceed with the rest of the training. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Yes,
Mohammed.
Yes.
Yes, Mohammed. Yes, Mohammed.
Training of the coach. Somali Volleyball Federation already has got 2 times level 1 coach, but now we expected to get another course level 2 or level 1 because our coach is very small, not more. They are 15%. Our coach, they have only level 1. So Somali Volleyball Federation needs more coaches. Level 1, level 2. Also, we don't have livery, international livery. We don't have. So we expected 2024 we got more course for Olympic solidarity and the CAVB.
Okay, thank you, Mohammed from Somalia, and Musaba of that. Yes.
Yes, Tharcisse, thank you. I just wanted to mention at this point that as we all continue developing coaching programs for our various aspects, we at the grassroots, it would be good for us to adapt to the situations in each country. Because sometimes our coaching materials are developed for what you'd call high-end nations. And if you apply them just verbatim, you may not pick the best out of your athletes, particularly if they are at grassroots. At national level, we expect that we should be closer to the conditions that our training guides for coaches provide.
Yeah.
So it would be good.
What kind of level for coaches do you have? Level 1, level 2, on the high level?
Oh, we have high level and even lower level. My colleague might give more information about the latest. Komakech can give us an insight. But all I was trying to say is that we adapt these nice programs also to the lower grassroots, so that by the time they come up to be handled at a higher level, elite level, they've also picked some of these what you'd call best practices. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I think that we have problem with sound, microphone of someone. The topic 2 is capacity building and administration. Capacity building and administration, we have a project, we have a program. The first program is to help National Olympic Committee develop and to have money to support some activities, salaries, and other activities. And we have also for the program another national committee to strengthen their management structures. It's a 2 program for capacity building administration, Olympic solidarity. And also the national classes for sport administrators is opportunity to training their sport administrators. We have 2 classes and national sport, national classes for administrators, and also advanced classes. The main topics of the National Manual for Sport Administration: principal structure and leadership in your federation. The games, athletes at heart of the Olympic movement, promoting the Olympic values and sport and management. I will send you all documents for this manual. Leadership, the games, Olympic Games, World Championship, athletes at the heart of the Olympic movement, promoting the Olympic values and management. We have also the international executive classes in sport management. Scholarships are offered to select NOC candidates that have been accepted. The program is MEMOS, Executive Master in Sport Organization. program is in English, French, or Spanish. And also you can contact your NOC to know exactly that the program which the calendar for next year, for example. Another program is Solidarity Exchanges. This is very important. You can contact your another national federation. The objective is to build the capacity of the National Olympic Committee, of the National Federation. It's very important. This is where we have 2 photos. We have also forum for NOC and the athletes. Now it is a new program. Forums provide a unique opportunity to bring NOC athletes and give continental and Olympic solidarity together and to discuss specific topics. Marketing seminars. And for the ANOCA, it is a biennial athlete forum, and also funded by this program in collaboration with the Continental Association, the Continental Athletes Commission, and the IOC Athletes Commission. So for athletes, we have 3 programs. Why? We can talk about the Somalia situation. This is a project. We have a project for from IOC. Objective is response special request from National Olympic Committee as a result of extraordinary of unexpected situation. For example, the situation now in Somalia. This program also addresses other situations. For example, now pandemic, COVID. We have a program. Olymp Africa program in Africa. This is it is a special project of the IOC. Topic 3 is Olympic values. Support for initiative for safe and inclusive organization change. Support for change initiatives at community level, by physical active, Olympic education, Olympic values, culture and heritage. This is an example. We have 2 organizations for this program. Your federation, your clubs, your players, and we have also your community. It's very important. Uh, 6 programs: Olympic education, culture and legacy. We have another program, gender equality and diversity. Sport medicine and protection of clean athletes. sustainability in sports and sports for social development, scholarship focused on the study of Olympic values and Olympic celebration. Education, culture, and legacy. Many activities we have. It is the program for all, sport for all, this program, and for in school. Gender equality. You know that it is now we have money to support women activities in your federation, in your clubs, and also in your communities. Integration and diversity in sport, and also in sport governance, very important. Sport medicine protection and of clean access. We have two programs. We can have two programs: education program and sport and medicine program. Can contact NOC or NOC. Very clean access in medicine, sport medicine, protection of clean access and sport medicine. This is the new program, protection of clean access. Sport medicine with national program, no problem. Sustainability in sport, we talk about climate change and we have agenda 2020, the IOC have this agenda, and also USN. I think that you can use this program when we have many activities for all of sports and Olympic Day. Olympic Day is very important. The aim of this program is to help the NOC to encourage physical activity, promote the concept of access to sport as university human right. This is a challenge. Access to sport as university human right. Use sport as a tool for promoting health, development, and peace, and strengthening social cohesion by a proportion sport with education. We have also scholarship with many topics: Olympic education, sport medicine, mental health, anti-doping. We have also a session for young participants at the Antacian Academy Olympic Nutrition Olympic Academy. Master of Art Olympic Studies. And the last program is Olympic Day, 23 June each year. Okay. And which of the 5 Olympic solidarity programs on Olympics values you prefer and why? Olympic education, future and legacy, gender equality, sports, medicine and protection of clean athletes, sustainability in sport, or for social development. This is the question. Mufta Mohafet Masaba.
Thank you, Tharcisse. My interest really be in sport for social development. That's an area that I think even Africa needs more. We tend to focus more on elite sporting and less on social development via sporting. That's an area that I would really love to explore deeper.
Okay. Why gender equality and diversity? Why don't you choose gender equality and diversity?
Why I don't choose gender equality and diversity?
Right.
Well,
Yes, instructor.
Huh?
Muhammad.
Yes. Yeah, Muhammad, and yes, Muhammad, and after Sisi Muslim. Yeah,
Yes,
Muhammad.
I know I'm Muslim, but I Jews. I need gender equal and diversity because Somalia is Muslim and is African country, Arab countries, but now Somalia not gender equality for activity such as sport,
Thank you.
basketball, volleyball, but they involve it in management.
Yes, okay. And Sisi?
I would go for gender equality and diversity because as you see, it's a global sickness, women involvement. We are few in number when it comes to sports participation in so many aspects, apart from being athletes. When it comes to leadership, administration, you find it's more of the men that are taking those places. And the percentage they tell us is just in black and white, but practically it's not happening. Also, I would go in for sustainability in sports because technically, I would wish to see us encourage athletes, whereby when you join as an athlete, you should be also trained. What is the life after sport? Like, yes, you're an athlete, then there's a point, maybe you get injured, you get old, how do we sustain when those of us get old, when those of us get injured? It should not be about running away from the sport. It should be for the former athletes to see how we sustain that sport, share experiences, be inspirers, motivate the athletes, so that we build a culture that has many people who are legends, not just a few. Those are the two topics I would go for. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And okay, why do you understand why the sport medicine, the protection of being athletes? Now we have problem with pandemic. This is a good program also. Being athletes. Yeah. Sport medicine protection. Yeah.
Yes, it's a good program, but why it's challenging, not many of us have got into the online training and education protocols. So it is a good program, yes, but I still think the traditional way of holding workshops, conferences, face-to-face chats would help, because as of now, many of us are still adopting to the online and the Zoom ideologies. But it's a good program as well. But how to implement it, I think, would be the challenge.
Yeah. Thank you, Cici. You are from which country from?
I am Musime Cici. I'm a board member, Uganda Volleyball Federation. I'm from Uganda. I'm a female in sport, woman in sport.
Thank you, Cici.
Thank you too.
The next topic, yeah, teaching and promoting Olympic organization, the community. Yes, you understand. Organization is your federation, club, players, and community is community level is for the sport for all. And now, strategy for development of an Olympic sport organization. What the strategy we have? We have seen main topics of the advanced cases manual in Olympic sport organization management, organizing an Olympic sport organization, managing article, managing human resources, and managing finances and marketing, and organizing a major sport event. You talk about structure of your organization, your planning, a strategic plan about your staff, administrative staff governance, human resources, and finance, market, and competition. Organizing an Olympic sport organization, what objectives is understand how the environmental context affects your organization, evaluate the way your organization is structured and the role that people have with it, evaluate the governance of the organization, in particular the role of the board, use information technology to assist with the operation of your organization, and manage organization change in and an effective manner. It's very important for the first topic. And managing strategically is objective is work with your board to develop a strategic plan, prepare effectively for your strategic planning processes, carry out a strategic diagnostic of your organization, and develop and implement plans in order to achieve strategic objectives, assist your board in evaluating the effective of the strategy. This is for objectives when you talk about managing strategically. Strategically is very important. You know, the first object, this is see many topics for this session. And organizing an Olympic sport organization, managing strategical and the human resources. You must understand the role of human resources managing in your organization, develop and implement rules and regulation for good management of your human resources, and undertake the development and implementation of human resource strategy. Identify the key principles and actions for attracting, recruiting, and motivating human resources, and also implement the development policy through training, and also develop the skills. Very important. This is the objective if you talk about managing human resources. Managing finances. Communicate the need for good financial management, but integrate it into the governance system of your also Olympic sport organization, your federation. Inform the board of its responsibilities in terms of the IOC finances, develop a financial plan, prepare necessary budget to achieve the financial plan, put in place procedures for accounting for finances, can talk monitoring, evaluating also, and the report to the financial performance of your Olympic organization. What about managing marketing? You must have a statistics of to evaluate your organization now. In terms of the quality of your service by paying the way of what others expect. Communication, sponsorship programs, marketing, strategical marketing plan you have. No problem for this 5 topics. I will send. I will send all documents we need to the president. No problem. Marketing, finance. But you know that the sport is a philosophy of life, that sport is a product, the sport is marketing also, but we need to have a big event, sport event. If you need to have if you need to have sponsors, we propose sport events. And the objective for this topic, decide when organizing a sport events appropriate for your organization, identify the main phases involved in organizing the events, identify the main tasks running the events, develop an appropriate legal and operational framework for the events. This is very important. Legal. Human resources. Also equipment and programs. Managing an Olympic sport organization, we have first activities. You have program, administrative capacity development program. Secondly, you have staff administration, and we have also a solid financial and marketing department, establishment of a good governance system, and 5 activities, monitoring, evaluation. Administrative capacity development program, strengthening of staff administration, a solid finance marketing department, establishment of a good governance system, and the last activities are monitoring and evaluation. For sport development system of your national federation, you have the program, the sport system development program, strengthening of technical department, development of technical skills, strategic development plan, and the last activities, monitoring and evaluation. What about your youth development program? You have this program, Continental Youth Games 2022-2026, qualifying competition for the Youth Olympic Games 2026, Youth Development Plan, and the last activity is monitoring and evaluation. The program we have also is the national and regional championship. But the objective is the continental championship and African Games. Also, World Championship of March Sport Games. The big objective we have is the Paris Olympic Games 2024 for some countries, for example, Kenya and Egypt. Why not other countries. Plus activities are monitoring and evaluation. What about Olympic values programs? You have many objectives because one of them is organization level fund initiative in your federation, in your clubs, and community level fund initiatives. Olympic values plan. Class activities are monitoring and evaluation. And now, this is your plan activities. I choose 2024. You have next year annual congress, probably technical classes for coaches, preparation for the African Youth Games, training and referees and competition officials, school volleyball and beach volley championships, scholarship for coaches, the National Volleyball and Beach Championships, Olympic Day, Commonwealth Games 2022, Birmingham, and also Men World Championship 2022, Russia. And don't forget that we can have a Women World Championship, Netherlands, Poland. And you can start your strategy in development of national sports systems. And you have also for Paris Games and international the continental program, university games program for example, beach volley teams, women or men. This is the planning of your activities for 2022. It's okay? Yes. And now, organization chart, and I propose that I know that you have a General Assembly, Executive Committee, Commission, but I think that we can have two departments, big department. One of them is administration and finance management. Another one is sport development. It's very important. And 4 sections, public relations, skill development, volleyball, beach ball promotion, and advanced management. For administration, no problem. We have regulation, statutes, coordination with your clubs, General Assembly, zone activities, relation with your international federation sponsor and all partners. But for skill development program, we have coaching program, referee program, development sub program, the International Federation of Volleyball and Olympics Olympic programs, equipment standards and infrastructures, and therapy control and player protection, and preparation of the national teams. And section of the volleyball, beach volleyball promotion, volleyball and beach volleyball in school, volleyball in the communities, beach volleyball peace and development, international and Olympic days. We have volleyball and beach national championship, equipment assistant fractures. But we have also event management, African National Championship, African Club Championship, South Africa Beach Volley, Africa and Commonwealth Games, Olympic qualification tournament, and World Championship tournament, and media and events management. This is my proposition. And now, Olympic projects. Which of the 6 projects do you prefer and why? Coaches and referees training plan, identification and development of young talent, development of national system sports, preparation of athlete players, national and Olympic teams, CAVB Zone 5, organizing sport events, Olympic values, initiatives, and Olympic education activities. Okay, it's for you. I repeat, you have coaches and referee training plan 2021-2024. Identification development for young talent, development of national sport system, preparation of athlete players, national and Olympic team, organizing sport events in CAVB Zone 5. And the last activities are 2 topics, 2 activities, initiative, and Olympic education activities. Yeah? Mufat Musaba?
Yeah, Tharcisse.
Yes.
Like I said, all these are very important, but yeah, just look for what I would rather start with. I think developing of a national sports system is quite key to feed all the other facets. But at the end of the day, identification and development of young talent is also very key. It is one of those areas that most federations are lagging behind. We normally just pick up these people in the middle and push them up, but not every federation has a specific program to identify and develop the young talent. At least at Uganda Volleyball Federation, this is one of the strategic objectives, which is going to be incorporated in the new strategic plan. And it is across the country, so not concentrating only on urban areas. It's a good moment for building the critical mass from where you can pick elite athletes. But development of national sports system is the area that I would want to be involved in, particularly to build mass sports. Quite often, there are those athletes who will not make it to the national level, and we normally don't think about them so much. But if they are not involved, then very few people will like a sport. But if it's a sport that everyone sees, those who have potential and those who don't getting involved, like you see in soccer, almost everyone kicks the ball, then you'll get the fans to come and see your game from those who tried the game to a certain level. So the national sports system, I think, would be an area I would love to get engaged in. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Instructor Muhammad. Hello.
Go ahead.
Can I talk?
Yes, Mohammed, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Instructor. I appreciate you, and also I appreciate thank it CAF Zone 5 President Fernando. I prefer this coaches and delivery planning because if you have more coaches and deliveries, you can start everything. You can organize it, tournament. You can look for grassroots players. If you don't have coaches, you cannot move because coach is very important, basically. So I prefer and I like my plan is coaches and delivery. If I get coaches and delivery qualified, the National Federation organizes events, beach volleyball, championship, school competition, universities. So my idea is very important to coach and delivery. Thank you, my instructor.
Okay, Sisi, go ahead.
Thank you. Me, I would also go in for coaches and referees because from experience, I would wish to think basically for this coaching courses, referee courses, who invests a coach for the female can get a subsidiary fee. Maybe that would increase on the numbers to see that we increase on capacity building on coaches and referees, and also encourage national federations to utilize those who have already done the trainings to see to it that the females who have done more of the training are utilized 100% to see how this can motivate and inspire other women sports and athletes to join coaching and refereeing. Thank you.
Thank you, Sisi. Pitok, I saw your hand.
Thank you, President.
Yeah.
I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, as they said, coaches and referees are very important. But if we can see the other topic also are more important because we cannot work without them. The only thing which I say is that when you have a coach, at least you can go identify the talents. You can start something from there. But the other areas is equally important to us. I didn't come in when you are talking about coaches, and I would like to recommend and wish Zone 5 to follow up and have these coaches participate in IOC solidarity program, where we can top up the courses that we have gone through, like FIVB level 1 or level 2. When the instructor was telling us about sports science, is very important. I am one of the people who benefited out of it, and it is usually very important when you match the sports science with our coaching of FIVB. So if federations or our management can help the other coaches who are now in different teams or national team to participate in these courses is very, very important. And to top up, I would like to thank and encourage our friend who have seen he has been away for a very long time, Moffat, who really helped beach volleyball in East Africa. And I hope he will be active from now. Otherwise, thank you for this course as we conclude.
I'll be active when we talk. Thank you.
Okay, thank you guys. And anybody who did to react on this? I'd like to hear someone from Burundi. Anybody from Burundi? And I'd like to know if you are following very well, because I know that you are Francophone, so I need to know if you are following very well. Serge Takavura, are you there? Tierra? Serge? Tierra? Maybe there's nobody from Burundi. Christophe, I didn't hear your reaction on this topic.
Serge Nakavura is on right.
He's all right, but he's not talking.
Oh, okay.
Christophe, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Can you hear me?
Yes, any action on this?
What can I say? It's very important to have coaches in order to make good selection. I was a little bit where there is sound. Let me go. Where
there is a lot of noise around you.
Yeah.
When you go apart, there is a lot of noise around you.
I think now I am where there is no noise. In fact, to have good athletes, we have to have a good selection, good young talent. We have to focus to look in basic, for example, from primary, when we have coaches at that level, and we have other people who can select if there is some in charge of selection. In fact, when we have coaches, when you have, for example, national coaches, on his duties to promote volleyball in general, we have to start by young, from primary. If we have competition for those young kids, and we follow them age by age. From primary, they go to secondary level. We organize competition for their ages. It can help. It can help in the future to grow, to improve our volleyball in Zone 5. And I really appreciate this kind of course, and I congratulate to our lecturer. He has done a lot for us to know. A part of that, thank you, Mr. President, to organize this kind of course. We will try to put in action what we have done, what we have learned. I think in the future, if we manage to have some competitions, either clubs or national teams. Even in young categories, we can plan if we have in Zone 5 like 11 or 12 countries. We can divide according to neighbors. We play each other after we go to Zone 5. We start by underages. We can play under 17 for girls and boys, under 18 for boys and girls. And I think in that way we promote our volleyball in general. I really thank you, Mr. President, to organize such a course. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Christophe. Innocent, do you have something to add?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much, organizer, the president, and all participants. Mine is just a very brief one, and it goes back to what my colleague, Mr. Moffat, mentioned already. I think the national development plan or system to say.
Your microphone, please, Sisi. Okay.
National development system or plan rounds it all, because if you have a very good one, then basically all the rest are almost embedded in the issues of the coach. The issues of coaches and referees will all come under that, and identification of the young talents, youth, and so on will all come under that. So having a very good national development system or a plan will basically almost crown up all the what given us. Otherwise, thank you so much for all the good key points that's being raised.
Okay, thank you, Innocent. So our trainers has a problem, technical problems, so they are trying to put him through by phone. Let us give him the floor so that we can see if we can hear him. Go ahead, Claude. Yes, we are hearing you.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay.
Go ahead.
Yes, I think that the problem now is in Africa is a technical problem, and a financial problem. But thank you for the president for Zone 5, because it is very important. Another proposition is to ask you to find somewhere we can have a regional center for the coaching, referees. It is very important because the level of coaches in Africa is not good. This is my proposition. And also ask to the International Federation, IOC, National Olympic committees to work together with the National Federation. And I think that you can have good coaches, good referees, and this is another challenge. Challenges, do we have technical strictures? and also another problem is money problems, governance problems, and now pandemic problems. This is my propositions. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think you are back on the line, so maybe you can use your platform.
It's okay. I see the president.
So Tharcisse, are you done with your presentation? Tharcisse?
I think, yeah, I tried connecting.
Yeah, you are connected.
It's okay.
You are connected. Yes, go ahead.
It's okay now. Okay.
So Tharcisse, are you done?
Biriko birazana ni connection.
No, it's not wrong. Okay. So as we are still trying to reconnect, so let me pass through our strategic plan from Zone 5 for this quadrennial, so this 4 years. As you know, I have been elected last year in October, and have spent almost 1 year without many activities, but to have tried to do some activities and have drawn a kind of strategic plan. So where I want to share some more insight on that. Are you seeing the shared document?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. So in our strategic plan from 2021 to 2024, we have almost 3 objectives, but those objectives are drawn from the strategic plan of our CAVB, where we have almost 6 pillars drawn from that kind of strategic plan. We have a first objective of good governance. As you know that our zone didn't have a good quality of governance. That is why I have started with this training, so that we can see how we can strengthen our governance and see how we can improve and alive to the objective of our organization. As the first activities, we have to strengthen the legal framework of the zone. So as you know, so our zone did not have a legal framework. So we are trying to establish the constitution of the zone. I'll finish it. So we are waiting the board. The board have approved it, and we are still waiting the General Assembly to approve it. So we are drafting now procedure manual for Zone 5. After that, we have activity number 2. We have to equip Zone 5 office with working office material to allow the smooth running of activities. So when I came in, I didn't see anything in the office. It was not like tables and chairs, but there was nothing inside. There was no computer, no printer, nothing. So we have to do that now. Activity number 3. We have no staff, so we need to recruit staff for the zone. Sorry? We have to recruit staff for the zone. We are planning to have almost 4 staffs, 3 as long time, another for part time. So maybe by now we don't have the executive director, even if it is not needed because of the situation we have. But we need an office assistant which can combine with accountancy and the event management manager and marketing. So we need to recruit them. Activity number 4. So it is to strengthen the capacity of member of staff. So those staff have to be trained on how to organize the office of the zone. And number 5, Zone 5 daily operation activities so have to be financed. Where we have all this thing like salaries, fuel, taxes, bank fees, mission expenses, monitoring, evaluation, maintenance, and repair, and so on and so forth. So we have objective number 2, which is the core objective for our Zone 5 is technical development. Technical development, we have activity number 1, support trainings and of technical cadres of volleyball. That's whereas all we have discussed about trainings of our technical staffs. So we have a refresher course on zonal and volleyball technical management for the zone committees, and National Federation President and National Federation DTN. That is what we are doing now. That is the refresher course. So we'll get a training on sports medicine and nutrition. That's very key to the development of our athlete, because sometimes we are focusing on physical, but we are not focusing on the health of our athlete and how they are fed. So we need to look at this, in the future. We have a good training, which is linked with the situation we are now. So after this long break because of COVID, so how we can train our trainers so that they can deal with this problem. Sometimes when you have passed a long time without practicing, when you are going back to the pitch, what is the requirement? How the coaches are accompanying the athlete to go back to the form of before the arriving of COVID, for example. So we'll get that kind of training. We have a training of coaches, training of fitness coaches, and training of referees. Another thing we have in these activities, which is very new, we support excellence centers. So those countries who have excellence centers will help them to develop those excellence centers. We have almost $300,000 US have planned to support those excellence centers to develop our young generations. That is activity number 1. Activity number 2, to support organized competitions. So that's where lies the organization of Zone 5 competition, where we have indoor zonal cup champion, men and women. We have beach volleyball zonal cup, men and women. We have indoor zonal nation championship, men and women, and under 17 and 16 indoor zonal nation championship, men and women. So every year we'll get almost 2 of these, and will permit. And if this year we have made indoor for club champion, for zonal for national championship, the other year we will have under ages competition. So to diversify, so that you can see how you can train our people in the organization of competition, as we have mentioned in the presentation of today. Activity number 3, support national federation. We have also the obligation to support national federation to recover from COVID-19. So there is a financial support. We are planning to help national federation to recover from COVID-19. We have technical materials to support national federation, and you have support also to organize support of national federation to organize international competition event from CAVB or FIVB. So this time, any country will have to host a competition of CAVB or FIVB. They will get the support from the zone to organize it. So objective number 3, which is the last one, is the communication and marketing. In the communication and the marketing, we have activity number 1, to promote the brand of Zone 5. So I think many people in our countries, they don't know what is Zone 5, they know what we are doing, nothing. So this time we're going to make emphasis on our brand of Zone 5, so that people can be aware of what is Zone 5 and how they are working and what they are doing for them, for their benefit. So we'll make emphasis on that. Activity number 2, to create and strengthen ties with potential partners. So we need to mobilize more partners so that we can finance this strategic plan. So down there, it is the summary on how this strategic plan is going to expend the money, where the good governance will take 422,000, 100,000. These are the US dollar. Technical development will take 2,835,000, and communication and marketing will take 90,000, which represents good governance 12% of the budget. Technical development 85%. That is the major activity we have, and communication and marketing will take almost 3%. And how this will be financed? So it will be financed by almost four sources. One is from FIVB, the other one from CAVB, the other one from own revenues, and other for other partners. So for good governance, for the whole strategic plan, so FIVB will cater for almost 90%, CAVB for 3.5%, own revenue for 2.7%. The big part will come from partners. That is where we have a task to mobilize these partners, where they have 85.4% of the source of fund in this strategic plan. So that is almost what we have as a plan, and the budget we allocated to that plan, and it is our duty to see how we can finance this one. As I'm here in Rwanda, all of you are in different countries, so we share all information so that we can see how we can mobilize these resources in different countries where respectively we are staying. So thank you very much. That is what I can say about the strategic plan of Zones 5 for these 4 years. So let's go back to our trainer. Maybe he's back on board. Tharcisse, are you there?
Yeah, I am here. Yeah, I'm.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
it is
go
okay.
on with you. Yeah, I think we are at the end. So if we can make some kind of conclusion and yeah, thank you.
Yeah, my conclusion is congratulations, President, for your plan. It is many activities and very important for volleyball and beach ball development in the zone. This is my conclusion.
So any question, any observation before we close?
Yeah, Mr. President, I just had a small comment with your permission.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Go ahead.
I first want to thank Tharcisse for that very well prepared and very well delivered lectures for 3 days. It's very systematic. It has left us definitely much more informed than we were. And I want to thank and congratulate the President, Fernand, for coming up with the idea, packaging it, and actually making our first webinar very, very okay.
Sorry, we didn't catch you very well.
Sorry, I think there's a bit of interruption. There's a power spike. Yeah, I was congratulating the President, Mr. Fernand, for conceiving the idea and putting it together, and also for shopping for a very good facilitator. Those of us who attend courses, either as instructors or as students, we know it takes very, very good expertise to deliver 3 2-hour lectures, you know, and very, very comprehensive and also very well compressed together. I want to congratulate you for that. And then I want to say to our members that the strategic plan that the President has just talked about, which we're already engaging on, because this course is one of the major flag posts for starting off the strategic plan. This strategic plan, the success will depend mostly on what happens in the member countries. How much cooperation, how much activity that the members, either independently or jointly with the neighbors, accept to bring up, that will help us a lot. And then on the marketing, we can only market ourselves with events and quality of events, production of quality competition, and also quality players. So I'm encouraging countries, our member countries, to please be ready to showcase the best we have. We have a lot of talent, a lot of which still has not come out of the form. Once the corporate, especially the corporate entities that operate in multinational, you know, the ones that operate in more than one country in our zone, once they think that our activities, our competitions are attractive, then they'll come on board as sponsors, and then we will be able to bridge the gap between what we have and what we need to have in order to actualize the the strategic plan, which is the dream of our president, and is leading it from the front. We'll be reaching out on from the secretariat here in Nairobi. We'll be reaching out on specific projects that can help us fundraise either for in-country or internationally, and you know, as follow-up, because the budget for the strategic plan and the finances available are only like 20% or 25%, like the president has rightly explained. And we can't rely on FIVB and CAVB to fully do it. We have to mobilize resources internally, and we'll seek the cooperation of each and every one of our national federations. We'll be reaching out in due course once we finalize the plans. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nyaberi. Those who don't know him is the Secretary General of the Zone 5, Charles Nyaberi. Yes, Bitok?
Muhammad.
Thank you so much, President. See you conclude.
Muhammad, no problem. Yeah, go ahead, Bitok.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yes, as you conclude, I would like to thank you once more for coming up with this kind of program, and also the instructor and all the participants for being in this program. Let's make this one as a beginning of our Zone 5, the beginning of our dream in this Zone 5. I believe that those who are here are committed and they would like to support you and to see that we succeed in Zone 5 in all the strategic plan that you have shown us. Mine is just to give my observation on our area, especially on coaching side. As I am one of the members of the commission in CIVB, we are trying to come up with a program whereby we can reach in the all category, high level side, and also the level of the national level. And we are trying to help also those coaches by bringing in many workshops in our program, so that we can have exchange program, which I would like to ask you, President, if possible, let's come up also in our Zone 5, where we can have a workshop between ourselves. We can have exchange program between our coaches, and we can share a lot before the end of this season. And as I have seen in your strategic program, you need a lot of staff, and you need also different commission to help you to achieve your program. So I don't know why you didn't include different commission. If you can include this in your program or in your office, it will help you more. Like we have organizing commission. I know you have head of this department in Zone 5, but you need also those who are non-executive members to come in, having people like Moffat who have experience in beach volleyball, and other coaches to join coaching commission in Zone 5 can help a lot. Otherwise, mine is to thank you and to wish you all the best in your 5-year or 4-year term. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the talk, for your support and observation. Yeah, I think you are one of the resources we have in our zone, so we'll use it and, for the benefit of our national federation. I will not, forgot that. Yeah, Mohammed.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. CAFBA Zone 5 President. I thank you for your organizing this training, and I appreciate it. You are transparent, and you are planning. You told us you are planning Zone 5 planning. So as Somali Volleyball Federation, we supported with collaboration with you, because You are transparent, President. We hope to support the Somali volleyball. Somali volleyball is a federation, a small federation, and we wait. You are supporting, but we believe to collaboration with you means teamwork. We standing your side, and your strategic plan. I saw your strategic plan. It's very, very, very good. Thank you, Mr. President. Also, I appreciate it. Tharcisse, instructor. I say thank you, my instructor. Welcome. I would like to visit Wednesday in Mogadishu, Somalia. Thank you, all of them. Goodbye. Good luck.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Moffat Masaba.
Thank you very much, Fernand, President of CAVB Zone 5, for organizing this engagement here. I'd like to thank you with your entire team. It's nice to see colleagues Charles and Paul again. Technology has helped us see each other. I'm currently operating from the East Coast in the USA, but I should be back in Uganda in about 2 months' time. I would like also to thank Tharcisse for giving us a very good insight. I know that the topics are really heavy, just like Charles said, but you were able to, make them precise for someone to get excited, to dig deeper. I would like to also thank our fellow participants. Please let us encourage other people to attend these kinds of trainings before you'd have to jump on a plane to go somewhere. But now you're able to get this online, and Zone 5 has already opened up this window. So I would really like to encourage those who have participated to be ambassadors out there. And I'm also very happy that seniors like Charles and Paul have participated, so that others can also say, well, I think it's important to participate in these courses. Then the strategic plan, Fernand, I am very excited about it. I think the federations under Zone 5 will pick a leaf from it so that they incorporate it in their own strategic plans as you implement. Thank you very much. And I've liked the training. Thank you. I hope we can share the training recordings for some of us who kept missing some of the portions. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Masaba. So as a formation, so this training is on YouTube. So all sessions are on YouTube. You can go to the YouTube of Zone 5, you will get it entirely. No problem.
Thank you.
Yeah. So co-package, the last one to close.
Yes, Mr. President, thank you so much for the organization of this course. And thank you, Mr. Tharcisse, for giving us very good lectures. I believe if we come out together, we are going to be one of the strongest zone actually in Africa. Now, I made just one observation the other day. I think you made mention that there may be some competition around maybe March, February or March, something like this. And I look at it from another period. That is also when CAVB always organizes the national club champs. Africa Club Championship. So maybe you may wish to try and reconsider, or you may look at the calendar, because at times, basing on past experiences, some teams usually labor a lot to get funds to take them to some of those championships. So if they are concurrent or almost one after the other, then they may fail to choose where to go. But when you space them, if you decide and put for the zone probably on a later date or quite a little earlier, then they may be in position to try and raise funds to attend both. Otherwise, thank you so much. And I know together we will move as a very strong zone. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Innocent. So before we close, there is the guest from CAVB. Mr. Tamer, are you there? I would like you to say hi to the people here. Tamer, are you there?
Yes, sir. Hello, sir. I'm Tamer from Egypt, and I'd like to thank you all, especially Sir President, and
yes.
I appreciate for this effort. And again, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Okay, thank you very much. So that is the end of this training. So I'd like to thank everybody. As I told you at the start, so this training will be sanctioned by a certificate, but it will be given to all who have participated in this session. So it will be like a proof that you have the commitment, and I would ask those who didn't participate, who didn't follow this, so that they can go back to our social media platform like YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So they will get the record of all this session, and they can make all the refresher course on this. And at the same time, I have sent almost a hard copy of the two sessions. As soon as I get the hard copy for the third one, I will send it through emails of your respective president, and your president will distribute respectively to the team, so that we can go in deep. Because what we have seen here is a little bit the summary, but go in deep and go back to the document so that we can see more information on what you have seen here. Okay, thank you very much, and see you another time for another session like this, or a competition if this pandemic allows us to organize it. Thank you very much, and a nice evening for everybody.
Thank you, President.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
See you later. See you later.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. I forgot something. So we had to get a group photo. I have sent the message, but
yeah.
I forgot.
Okay. We're ready. Yeah. We're ready. I'm ready.
Those who are still there, can you open your video, for example, to get a photo of that? Those who are still there, open your video, please.
And then you can.
So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3.
Yes,
go. Thank you.
But I'm not seeing your faces.
I hope you're seeing mine. I was smiling so well.
But I'm not seeing you. I don't know the problem.
Yeah, some of them they are.
But it's okay. As they are names, it's okay. Let me close. Let us close.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Yeah.
Good night, people.
Good night.
Good night. Good night, Mohammed.
Okay, see you next week, Mr. President.
See you. Thank you very
Mohammed.
much.
Good night and
Yeah.
good morning.
Mohammed, is it possible to come to see you in your